that group after group have come before you and asked you not to do it. The ACLU, NAACP, Individuals for Justice, Cop Watch, all asked you not to get involved with the terrorist task force, JTTF. You did it anyway. Group after group came before you and asked you not to cover the reservoirs. You're doing it anyway. Group after group asked you not to do the fluoride. You did it anyway. We overruled you. So I'm trying to figure out what brilliant statement we can make that will get you on our side, not amendments, just to stop. Just stop. It is amazing to me that Ted Wheeler had not really said much about this. And I think, and it's just pure speculation, that I think he's saying, if it fails, I'll blame Hales. And if it works, I'll take the credit. I think that's what politicians do. A normal person would say, I'm coming into the office, I don't want this contract. I want my own contract. I want to meet with the NAACP. I want to meet with Black Lives Matter. I want to meet with Individuals for Justice and say, what is it you want? You're the citizens, tell us. We've been here, I've been here for 9 years. I have done this for 9 years. And this is the worst I've ever seen it. This is the worst. And apparently, you are good people. So why is it the worst? I don't have a clue. I really don't. I don't know you to make a judgment on you. I only know what you do. And I only know what you don't do. And what you don't do is listen to us. We represent a lot of people. But you won't listen to us. And then you wonder why you have banners on your buildings. Why there's graffiti inside the building. This is the beginning, not the end. And if you think I'm a pain in the ass, wait till you see what happens after me. Because I'm mouthy, I'm non-violent. But what comes after me is really fury. And you better pay attention to this and stop. This contract sucks. And you know it, and I know it. The 48-hour rule is a Trojan horse, and you know it. Stop it. You're going out, you think your legacy is going to be based on this?
Do the right thing. We're not asking, we're demanding. We're not asking, we're demanding.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, my name is Lightning. I represent Lightning Watchdog PDX. Some very good speakers in here today. I'll try to cover some points that I have on this issue. Now, on the agreement itself, again, I stated to you, Mayor Hales, on Springwater Trail, hold off on that. Wait till the new mayor steps in position. Give them some time, let him handle it. Otherwise, you'll leave us a disgrace. Now, another issue on this agreement, I'll say this again. Hold off on this agreement. Let the new mayor step in position. And if you don't, it will be considered, as someone said, deplorable. Do not move fast on this agreement. Let the new mayor step in and handle the situation. Now again, pertaining to adding more staff, as you know in Multnomah County, they're literally beginning to reduce the jail beds in Multnomah County Jail. They've closed off certain sections. They're reducing crime. They're looking at new programs called the LEAD program in Belltown. They're saying that's having a great effect on recidivism, on the turnaround rates, and they think they will not need as many police officers because of that. Again, hold off on this agreement, let the data come in, present it to the next mayor on the effects of going into a LEAD program and allowing low-level offenders not to go into jail, but to go into treatment, not to have this put on their record, not to damage them from getting housing, not to damage them from getting future employment. These programs are being implemented, they're being funded, they're moving forward right now. They've already closed certain jail beds off in the jail, and they're watching this very close. The timing of this is wrong. Let the new mayor step in position and make a determination. We do not need any more police officers, plain and simple. We will not need more police officers. And we can save money by doing this. We're saving money right now. Issue on the body cam. It needs to be a public resource. They need to have control of the film, not the police. We need to have an independent third party that looks and reviews this film, but is also the property of the public to make certain determinations on how we're going to use that film. If the police are the only ones that have access to the film, it doesn't do the public any good to have the cameras on them. We have to have access. It has to be our property, so we can view it, but with a third party in place to allow the public to have access to it. And there, of course, there will be exceptions to that rule on various issues in the policy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor and Commissioners, my name is Jamal Williams. I represent myself. I've lived in Portland for 46 years. And what is going on right now is the police have put language in their contract that circumvents their service to the people. This whole meeting right here is so that the community can weigh in, and there's been an overwhelming amount of testimony in opposition to this. You folks are representatives of the community. You serve the community first, then you serve the police department. Please pay attention to the testimony. It doesn't hurt our city at all to wait. It doesn't hurt us at all to wait. When the service position becomes self-serving, there's something really, really wrong with that. And that's what I see happening. The police have covered their own backsides with this language. And we need to have language that works for the people that the police are going to serve. I don't have a canned testimony. I don't have a written speech for you guys. I'm just coming to you as a citizen of Portland, a citizen who's been here all my life. And I don't want you guys to continue to treat us like subjects. We are not subjects. We are citizens. And our voice is really, really, is supposed to mean something. And when the folks feel like they go unheard, they will continue to disrupt the regular, normal operation of the city. Why go through that? Why put these people through that when they are crying out so loud for so long? Listen to us. Pay attention to us. That's all they're doing. And if you want to pay attention to the police department, who the people do not trust, then what you're doing is you're creating your own mess. And Mayor, you're going out. Let the other mayor come in and handle it. There's nothing wrong with that. Just let them come in and handle it. Because if not, this is going to go down. The people are going to protest, and then the whole city is just going to be like, look what the mayor left us. The responsible thing to do is pay attention to your constituents. The overwhelming majority of people here today, and this meeting was open to the whole city, so everybody had an opportunity to come. But the people who came are in opposition to this, and you are obligated, you're incumbent to pay attention to that. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I have a question. I was wondering if you could give me something specific in the contract that you don't like.
I don't like the 48-hour rule.
right? And I don't like the language. I don't have the language memorized, but I don't like the language that was already spoken of today that gives the police total control of the footage from their body cam. As was stated before, what good does that do? I mean, let's just be, what good does that do? Well, when it's our footage. Wait a minute, we wanted to implement the footage. We wanted to put body cams on so that the public can feel safe and know that they can hold us accountable. But by the way, we're gonna just hold on to it to ourselves. Not really. You understand what I'm saying? So it's that type of language that circumvents the whole community oversight, right? Who do they serve? Who do they work for?
We understand that concern, but there's actually nothing in the contract about body cam cameras.
Okay.
And we just had.
Well, I misheard that then.
And that's why we need more time, because if the community doesn't know what's in it, that means you haven't represented us by including us in the dialogue.
I apologize. Maybe I misspoke on that, but I could have swore I heard that. So excuse me, I misspoke on that. But at the same time, I'm here as a concerned citizen saying pay attention to the testimony that's here.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
that's it.
thank you very much.
You just released it. It was done behind closed doors. That's why we don't know the language.
What is the language?
Karen Mitzner, and they'll be followed by Gregory Monahan, Joe Meyer, and Cameron Stark. Right now it's Michael Rose, Elizabeth Selby, and Karen Mitzner.
Gotta watch out for those jokes.
And all of amendments that's more.
Hey, welcome. Gregory, whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, so as you guys know, my name is Gregory McCovey. Last Friday I helped lead a group of people here. We were uninvited, we tried to speak with you, and you didn't listen to us. Then we came when we were invited yesterday, and you didn't come, you didn't listen to us. And now you're still here today. We all know what you guys plan on doing at the end of this, right? And you're just pretending to listen to us. Every single person has come up here and testified that they don't support this contract. And then you're going to come out here with an amendment, like we're going to be happy about that. You know what this amendment says? If you're going to change the contract based on the testimony from the people in that 1 hour, I assume you guys are going to also amend it after we testify, right? Or if this contract is so good that you're going to bring it and represent it to us right now, then why are you just now amending it to make it acceptable to us here? You know what's wrong with this contract? Whatever happens after you guys approve this contract, and we're still here protesting, and whatever your police force does to us, and those police officers are going to continue to do it to us, and be at every single one of our protests, and never be terminated, that's what's wrong with the contract. Whatever happens after here today is on you guys. We tried to speak with you guys, and you didn't listen. Then you invited us here, you still didn't listen. Now we're here where the community is supposed to be heard, and you're just pretending to listen to us. You know exactly what you plan on doing as soon as this is over. And as soon as that is over, I mean, I spent all night, I haven't slept 1 minute, I spent all night out there. And I'll stay out there. Because I'm going to stay out here until this contract is delayed. It doesn't make sense that a mayor that is leaving right now is going to fast track this through when it's the next mayor that's going to have to live with the terms of the agreement. What would we lose by putting it off? The contract doesn't last until 2017. What are you trying to pull here, right? What benefit could there be for not listening to the community more? If you guys were able to amend that contract based on the testimony we gave this morning, then that shows how valuable our opinion is. That shows how valuable our testimony is. It shows that you guys are willing to listen to it, so why cut us off now? It doesn't make sense. If you respect us, if you respect the community, if you respect the protesters that were here all last night, that were here on Friday, that we led here yesterday to meet with you and nobody met with us, then listen to us. If you're going to amend the contract after that much testimony, then you need to allow testimony for a lot longer, I say until Ted Wheeler comes in. And also, to Ted Wheeler, where the hell are you?
Where the hell are you?
Whatever time I have remaining, if I could yield that to him, go ahead.
My name is Michael Rose. I'm a lead coordinator with Junction PDX. I also led march with Gregory on Friday here, and like Gregory said, all that we were met with riot cops, and gang task force was there, And right off the bat, we're met with police opposition, trying to lead us where to go, trying to direct traffic away from us, trying to make sure that our message is not heard. And yet here we are in your face right now, and we are the ones who get the blunt end of the force that they push on us. You guys, this does not affect you guys. And you're not even going to be in office by the time this contract is going into place. It doesn't actually matter if you sign it or not. But you're choosing to sign it, and it's not fair because you're not going to be the mayor. It's not your job. It's not going to be your job. Let the next mayor sign it. It's really simple. It does not affect anything. Let the next person who's actually going to be serving sign the contract or make up their own contract. It's just not up to you. And you know what? We have all these people out here outside, and we have more people that are willing to come down, and you bet people are going to come down. Like, we are going to be here because we want our voice to be heard. We're sitting here talking to you right now, but y'all already made up your minds. You're going to sign this thing anyway. And it's not going to make any damn difference what we say to you right now, but we're letting the world know because, you know, the news is watching. People are watching. People are talking. And just know that we are standing against this contract. And if you are standing with the contract, then you are against the people. And we're your boss. You work for us. Remember that.
Finally.
Hello, Mayor. Hello, Nick. My name is Michael Thoreau. I am a representative of the people elected. I am a representative on the MESD in Northeast Portland. I wish some other people that represent the people would be here to say something. I'm also I've been called a perpetual gadfly, I think in the Willamette Week. But anyway, the most patriotic people in the city of Portland are here. That's why they're here. They don't want to tear the city down. They don't want to mark the city up. They don't want to burn parts of the city. They want to talk. They just want you to listen. Points about the contract, because I don't have very much time. One of the important things is that we need more time to actually read this, since it only came out on Friday, and there really hasn't been enough communication during those 3 days. We need at least like 2 weeks for lay people to go through this and read this and understand this, so we can comment appropriately. I don't know what the actual language is about the body cams, or who holds the video on the body cams, or who has access to it. But I think it's appropriate that we treat the video on these cameras like we treat government documents. When I worked for the federal government for 6 years, the Bonneville Power Administration. And when we generate a document, there's a Federal Records Act, which causes every single document we generate to have to be retained. It doesn't belong to us, it doesn't belong to the department we work for. In the long run, it belongs to the federal government and the people, and it goes to archives. Because it tells a story about what happens today. That our country is better than anybody else at retaining this kind of records. So we can go back and, we have the Federalist Papers, everything all the way back to the beginning, anything that hasn't been burned. Like during the Civil War. Anyway, I would just ask you to, even if you insisted that this contract needs to be signed in short order, please include the next mayor. Please give us a few weeks so we can make an informed comments, and not come in here and we hardly know what's on it. I mean, we've seen a little bit of it, and that's all we've had time for. We don't need to rush this. I mean, maybe you can set something up so that you guys can do away with the 48-hour rule under some other agreement, but please, give us a chance to have an open, transparent process.
We'll give you a chance.